Okay, I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm dealing with, that I have no idea what's going on. I kind of have an idea, I guess, but it's pretty intermittent. I guess let me get it on video, that way you guys can see and then I can talk. Just I got a stretch of road here that's perfect for this. But so I'm cruising in 6th on the highway going 65, easing into the throttle, easing in to where it would maybe shift down to 5th, skips 5th, goes to 4th, oh, going to 70, need to back out, and then it drops to 1, lose all throttle, and then it establishes again in 6th. So cruising in 6th fine, 66, and let's say like I want to pass somebody, instead of going just a little bit down to 5th, it'll skip it, go to 4th, I'll ease up, okay, now it drops to 1st, no throttle, and it just continues to do that. And I can make it do it like on command. I mean, it's not like something where I'm like, what's causing it? See, there it goes 1st, lose all throttle, stops, goes to 1st, and there it goes. So like I can make it pretty much do it on command. So you know, first thing I do, I go to all the forums. Everyone's kind of pointing to the valve body and the lead frame, all that jazz. This truck I've only had for just under 2 years. So with that, it's at 179 and some change. So it's out of the warranty, or the not the warranty, but the recall or whatever. I forgot the bulletin to get it fixed per Ford. So I took it to a independent shop here first. That was the first time I've ever taken it in for this exact problem. They came back and said, your transmission's needing replaced. And they quoted me $8,000. I'm like, no, let's hold off for now, and see what happens. So, and it just seems to do this when it's warm. Like when the truck gets up to operating temperatures. See, I just did it again. It doesn't do it in the mornings or just, you know, going to work. I only have like a 10-minute drive to work, so I don't really notice it then. It's mainly after I've been driving it for a little bit and, you know, the fluid's warmed up. See, the trans temp's at 201 right now. I have the P0735, I believe, is the numbers on that, which is the Gear 5 incorrect ratio code. And there's an engine overspeed code as well, which is probably just from the RPMs going up. But I've had a slip before in my 2000 Ram, and you could tell that was a slip. Like it was revving high, then last second it would, you know, go into gear. So I've kind of been familiarized with like an actual quote unquote slip. This is just weird to me. So, and after I took it to that one shop, I'm like, all right, let me take it to my actual Ford dealer and see what they say. And so they had it for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And he calls me and said, oh, it's your valve body's sticking. It comes with the lead frame on it already, so you don't have to worry about that. So I said, okay. I was like, if you're confident that that's what's causing it, I said, let's go ahead and do it. It came with a 2-year warranty, all that jazz. So I went and picked it up. They did it the same day. This was a couple of weeks ago. I went and picked it up, and, you know, so at the time, everything was okay. You know, he did say it could take a little bit to get it to relearn just its trim levels and everything. So there was maybe a little bit of a, you know, not harsh shift, Not like it's like slamming into gear, but you could feel it a little bit, almost like just it was firm. And that was off and on, but for the most part it was fine. But then just this past weekend, today is Wednesday, so just this past Saturday, it reared its ugly head again. And then ever since then, it's been kind of doing it off and on. To me, I don't know where to go from here. I have an appointment, but they can only at that same dealership, and they can only get me in 3 weeks. I guess they're pretty swamped. Obviously, I'm driving the truck, so it's not bad enough to where I can't drive it or it's inoperable. But from here, I don't know what to do. See, it just did it again. It's just, now it's pretty much doing it every time. Obviously, I get the orange wrench light. I don't know if this warrants a whole new transmission. Like I said, when I had it at the dealership, and the foreman, he was kind of giving me the rundown of how it went, and he said he found nothing in the pan. The fluid looked fine. I'm like, okay, if that's all true, then to me that doesn't signify that the transmission has internal failure. I could be totally wrong, but just based off my somewhat above average mechanical knowledge, to me, if there was a failure, there'd be, glitter, chunks, something. The fluid would be burnt and kind of dark, something to signify that, hey, something's wrong. But he said none of that, and he was pretty confident that it was the valve body, but apparently not, because it's doing the exact same thing. At work today, I was doing a lot of digging because I'm at the point where I don't necessarily want to put the $5-6 grand, however much it would be for a transmission, into this. It has 180,000 miles pretty much, and I don't know if I want to, put that kind of money into it, and I still owe on it too, which is the bad part. I already put $1,700 in for the AC system, and I had just work done to it. I've probably put $200 to $2,500 into it since I've owned it, just in repairs. So yeah, I'm just looking for any sort of insight today. Oh, back to what I was saying, but today at work, I kind of did a lot of digging through forums, through Reddit, through any source I could figure out kind of if there was another solution other than a trans replacement. And some people said the throttle body, which is interesting to me because it makes sense if the throttle body, since the throttle position sensor's on the throttle body, that if that was kind of going wonky, that it would send just weird signals to the transmission. I figure I'm en route now to get one, just to put it on and see what happens. I'm not too keen on the idea of spending another $300. But if it does fix the issue, then it's better than a transmission. But I am making this video as kind of a last-ditch effort. I've asked on countless forums, countless Reddit threads, and just everyone's kind of giving me vague opinions on it. I've heard anywhere from, like I said, to the valve body and lead frame to the transmission overhaul. I don't know where to go from here. If it's not the throttle body, the only thing I can think that it would be is just a bad transmission. But like I said, to me, that doesn't make any sense. But I'll get a little closer to give you kind of here's 4, goes 5, goes to 1. And every time it does that, you can feel it. Like it's not slipping, I guess. It's like clunking. And I don't know if it's just like a fail safe to go into gear so it doesn't do more internal damage. But I don't know. So if anybody out there has had this issue, please let me know. Let me know what you did to correct it, or potentially just get it fixed. I like this truck a lot, but I have been having more issues with it. Just like I said, in terms of the AC going out. I had a couple pulleys that were making a lot of noise. And now this problem, like me and some buddies are wanting to take some hunting trips to Texas soon, and that's a 13-hour drive for us. So I want this to be solid, or I want any truck I get to be solid. And so far, I do not feel comfortable driving it that distance as it sits today. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. Like I said, please drop a comment if anyone has any ideas or has gone through this sort of thing. I'll get a close-up again. That way you guys can see for sure like what it's doing. It goes to 4, it goes to 5. I lose all throttle. And like I said, it has the wrench light. If anybody has any questions or I need to elaborate more than I already have, let me know. But yeah, let me know, guys.